Boy, does that look shiny. Well guys, I started taking apart the Crash X3 that we purchased for cheap. And the reason for that is I don't know what we're gonna do with it, but one thing's for sure, I gotta make sure the frame is not bent. So I'm gonna take off the lower skid plate. I did see some signs of foul play. So this thing has this Reflex 72-inch extension kit, right? So where they mount the arm points out farther, and that creates a wider suspension. It's not really 72-inch like the factory 72-inch machine, but it's a lot different. So with that being there, it's actually more reinforced. And this was crushed in the front. I already replaced the bulkhead, but it was crushed. So that was crushed and actually pushed the frame is what I'm thinking. Now, when I first got this car, me and my buddy Oscar were inspecting everything, and I didn't see anything out of whack, out of square. We did notice this back bolt here where it touches the tube. It put a little indentation in the tube, probably from this arm bending. Which might be minimal, but I want to make sure this thing is good to go if I'm gonna throw some money at it, which I don't know yet. But we started taking apart some of the parts. You can see here already, I have a lot of the plastics off. I started removing these. I wanted to inspect the tubes in the middle to make sure that they are straight and they weren't pushed in or rearward, because down here you can see the skid plate is bulging for whatever reason. That might just be because it's been hit with rocks all over the time. This guy had it for a few years. I mean, it says 2018, not a brand new machine. But I just want to make sure it's not damaged. So I'm taking off the skid plates right now. I'm also pretty much taking off all the plastics. The doors are off. I actually ended up selling the doors. So we're doing pretty good on this machine because I sold the doors for 100 bucks. I sold the spare tire rack for 150, and then I sold something else for another 400 bucks. I don't know what it was. I'm also trying to sell the wheels, and I'm gonna get rid of the Reflex suspension and sell that. All of that is helping with the cost of the machine, which maybe we'll talk about in a future video. For the time being, I gotta make sure it's straight, and we're doing that right now. Removing the skid plates. I'm also gonna go ahead and just tear this thing apart. We're gonna remove these fenders. We're gonna remove the bed, remove this, and just inspect everything and make sure it's good to go. This is a 2018 and a half model, which means it comes with the updated clutch, or he maybe replaced the clutch, but it's good to have the newer clutch on this machine. Not the P drive, still the older clutch, but the updated version. So other than the stuff I already stripped off of it, it's got an XTC turn signal kit. We're in California, we're probably not gonna use that. I'll probably be taking that off. It does have a pedal commander. I'll try that out, see how I like it. And it does have a tune with this dyno jet. I think it's an aftermarket Assassin's Stage 2 tune. From the little that I drove it, it moves pretty quick. It is a two-seater, so it's hard to compare to my machine. So basically in this video, I'm gonna tear off more of the plastics and pretty much put it down to bare frame. Obviously, seats are gonna stay for a while. The suspension, we're still undecided what we're gonna do. It all depends on how the frame looks. So the frame looks good, I'm gonna strip everything, paint up the frame, put the OEM suspension, or maybe something better, depending if the wife wants to keep it or not. I don't know what she has decided yet. And then we'll go from there. I gotta make sure it's straight though. I don't want to sell a machine that's all jacked up, that's for sure. Well, safe to say I went a little overboard. It's kind of a skeleton right now. So the only damage that I found that, you know, worries me, not worries me, but I gotta fix, is gonna be this tube here that's bowed. I'll you big bastard! Probably just unbend that somehow. It should be good. I don't think there's anything else to worry about. I can't tell if it's straight or not because this lower arm is bent. If this lower arm wasn't bent, it'd be nice to verify the alignment, make sure the wheelbase didn't change on the driver's side, and oh well. The wife's gonna kill me. See you guys in the next video. Probably be a while till you see this one again.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Well, this escalated quickly.
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
When I recorded the first portion of this video about a week and a half ago, I really didn't know what I was gonna do with this machine. I was kind of bummed out about this being bent. Turns out frames aren't that expensive, so I ordered a new frame. We're gonna frame swap this, and while we have it apart, the frame is gonna change color, so that's gonna be cool too. So a lot is gonna go on with this machine. We're gonna invest some money in it and make it nice, and hopefully it'll be a good car. I'm a little worried about my engine on that car over there, so I need something else to be reliable and usable, and this engine runs really good and sounds really good. The engine in Big Blue is starting to sound a little twacked out. I think the gears are being stripped out on the passenger side, where all the, you know, meshed gears are at. So this one here, I think she's good, but she's got a lot of work. So I actually got suspension to replace all this stuff, so I don't need any of the suspension. I don't need the axles. I got a set of Demon axles, and I got a set of brake discs. I do need hubs, I do need knuckles, and I do need calipers, and that's where our good friend Adam is going to come in. We'll see him soon. We'll probably make a video at his shop. Same thing with the shocks. I'm hoping he has the shocks. If not, I got someone else that may have some. So hopefully this will be a rolling shell and I won't have to have a frame sitting in my graph. I'll be able to move it around, and then I'll decide what to do with it later, but for the time being it's going to be a rolling shell with no engine, no steering wheel or steering gear, none of that. The rack and pinion, Adam also might have a rack and pinion for me. I got a smart diff or smart lock diff from Tony over at Elite Performance. Fuel tank, I may have a fuel tank coming from our friends over at Trail Tank. They said they would help us out with a clear tank. A lot of companies are actually coming together to make this one badass machine. A lot of cool stuff is coming, so we'll let you guys know more of that as parts start coming in. This won't be like a full build series, but I'm definitely gonna make a couple of update videos before I unveil this machine. But yeah, I gotta wash it up. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, and thanks for watching and supporting. As always, if you want to support this channel, buy parts at glifeutv.com. That's how you support this channel to keep making videos, keep doing stuff like this. Peace out. Look at the freaking mess I got. Not fun, boys. Oh, it's your little baby. You're so sad, huh?